The bridges of Cincinnati light up at night in hues of crimson and violet. They connect this area of southern Ohio to northern Kentucky over the Ohio River. For purposes of this video, however, we are just going to talk about the connection between Cincinnati in Ohio, Newport in Kentucky, Covington in Kentucky. Every great city on earth sits next to a water source. For Cincinnati, it's the Ohio River. The Ohio-Cincinnati area has grown to occupy a giant metropolis that covers southern Ohio and northern Kentucky. And because of that, there are people working in the entire metropolis without due consideration for state, and to be able to meet the transport and movement needs of these people, you need bridges that are not just for cars but also walkable for human beings. The Purple People Bridge sits on the eastern end of the river, and while at one time it was used by cars exclusively, that's no longer the case. In fact, there are no cars on this bridge at all. This is strictly human traffic only, and judging by the number of people that I have seen walking back and forth between these two cities, it is rather popular. I cannot speak to the structural aspects of it, mainly because I am not qualified to, but the human aspect of it has graffiti that is informative in some way or another for the targeted audience. It also has excellent views of the river, and looking down from here you can see the riverfront rather clearly and from a bird's eye view. I found a lot of locks on the bridge. I don't know what the significance is, so if you know, please do let me know why there are so many locks here that are at times labeled with acronyms and initials. I am curious to find out. I am now in Newport, Kentucky, and I am going to use the second bridge to walk my way back to Cincinnati from right here, which is right next to the Newport Aquarium. As you can see, this one has a lot of car traffic going back and forth, and it is surprisingly louder than I thought it was going to be. When you're riding in a car, you don't quite realize how loud it is, but when you're walking, it becomes very clear very quickly that it is loud. Looking down, you can see the parks and all the walkways that are part of the riverfront. This bridge terminates at the US Arena, so on a day when there's a concert, you can find parking in Kentucky and walk over to your concert in Cincinnati, because parking becomes a bit of a hassle during these periods. You are very welcome for that tidbit of useful information. The last bridge is a suspension bridge that terminates in the area between the football stadium and the baseball stadium. The busiest area of this part of the city, perhaps the busiest area of the entire city, especially on days both games are running at the same time. On this particular day, it is not very busy. It does not have blacktop for the cars. It has steel girders that have spaces between them, and so when cars are passing, it makes a characteristic sound that almost sounds like a hive of bees, but not quite. Clearly, it has seen better days, and if you walk and look down through the gaps, you will see the water below, and for those who have a fear of heights, that might be a problem. But today we finish the day with a bit of graffiti. What is a bridge without graffiti?